We are in Barichara, a small town in the Colombian Andes with a big water problem, a polluted river, and some children that have started a project called Pasos de Agua to do something about it.
Hola, soy Me llamo Jacob Ardilap.
My name is Felipe Medina.
Hola, soy Cristóbal y formo parte de Pasos de Agua.
Maybe like a year and a half ago, we were doing a community fundraising, and a group of children asked to take the mic and propose a project of their own. Their project was the cleaning of the Barichara Creek.
Queremos restaurar la quebrada Barichara, de donde salen todas las aguas negras del pueblo Barichara. Queremos lograr, pues, que el río Barichara esté vivo.
Because right now, the Barichara River is everything but clean. In fact, due to corruption, the funds for building a proper filtration system have been misappropriated 2 times already. And now all we have is a concrete block with the black water from the town going in on one side and then going out on the other side, unchanged again. And on top of that, we have pig, cow, and chicken poop flooding in from the farms upstream. So cleaning up this river is no small feat, and if not impossible, is seen by most local residents as highly improbable. Most local residents, except for the children. So stick around till the end of the video to learn from them how we can regenerate our rivers.
After the children voiced out their solicitation to the community, someone asked me to do a little interview with them, just to sort of to bring forth a little bit more of information. And after that conversation, the children looked back at me and said, "Felipe, you're gonna help us, right?" And since that moment, I've been hired by the children to help them develop or unravel this vision that we always say it's a vision that belongs to them, and it's a vision that belongs to the ecosystem. So Pasos de Agua was conceived as the operational framework through which we can unravel this children's vision. The children wanted to be able to bathe, fish, swim, and then drink from the water. I received that as what could be called like daydreaming, right? But I was finishing that process of the research action project that we were conducting, where despite the fact that it was a children-led process, I had to do a whole report on what I had received. And finishing up the last report, I noticed that despite the fact that it could seem as a daydream, it could be very possible that cleaning up the Barichara River was actually the most feasible and economically sensitive strategy for water safety in the region.
Porque en Barichara hay una crisis climática de agua. Si
Todo
uno
bien.
no tiene agua, uno se puede morir. Si el agua se termina, ¿qué podemos hacer?
It really sometimes seems to need children to formulate such a simple thought. If our clean water runs out, what can we do? So Pasos de Agua was formulated as a children-led effort. But what exactly does that mean?
What we do is we create context of conversation and encounter between children and the ecosystem. And out of those spaces, we clarify what is the next actions that we need to take. And we mediate between the children and the community to gather the resources and to open up the possibilities for those actions to happen. For example, we did last year the expedition Barichara, which was a 5 days walk along the Barichara Creek. It was an expedition of research, imagination, and exploration with a group of more or less 15 to 18 children and their families. That was one action in itself, but that action entailed, for example, asking permission for all of the landowners to walk there by the children, thus establishing a connection with all of the landowners along that stretch and beginning to seed the intention that there will be a river cleaning process through that. That entailed also gathering up resources from the community. We did financial crowdfunding, but we did also just a stock crowdfunding, and that was wonderful, how the community supported in lending us the tents or the foods So it's direct actions that entail cultural transformations. And out of that walk, we did a whole process with children of deciphering what were the actions that made sense so that we could fulfill the dream of cleaning the Barichara Creek. And we're working right now with those actions that the children mentioned as our working route for this year. So we started doing a little experimental biofilter on this little creek that's by our house. Then we're going to do a biofilter building workshop at the end of this month. Then we're going to do what they call a protest party. It's going to be the first water festival, and so forth. No, we listen to them, we listen to the ecosystem, listen to the children, and out of that we create a working route.
So let's listen what the kids say we can do to improve our water.
Que tengan mucha cuenta los filtros de agua y las cosas que van a meter agua a la tierra.
During the walk, we were very worried that we would have to hold the children, like get them to move, because it was a very difficult walk for us adults. It was a very difficult walk, because there were brambles all over the place and and thorns. It was just difficult. But what was challenging during the walk itself was actually halting them. They were like lightning bolts, so much energy. And after seeing them walk with such conviction, such passion, such power, it's just like, I have no doubt that that creek is going to be cleansed.
Otra cosa que se puede hacer es sembrar árboles, que eso lo que hacen es, por abajo hay muchas quebradas subterráneas. Lo que hacen los árboles es chupar de la superficie agua.
And so, while Pasos de Agua is very much about teaching kids the importance of clean water, it was actually the adults that were learning and being inspired from the children's energy, authentic motivation, and very clear demands where we grown-ups have gotten used to making excuses. So I think all this demonstrates very well that yes, we should teach our kids about the problems that exist in the world, but we shouldn't let them scare them. Instead, we can enable them, empower them to take those problems on, even if that means we have to face bigger challenges than we feel comfortable with.
To all of the children and all of the parents and all of the humans who might be seeing this, we can trust in the beauty of our children's eyes. I often say to parents, you want to see the future, surrender to the beauty of your children's eyes and see what visions arise.
Que queremos lograr es regenerar todos los ríos del Colombia. Aunque eso se va a hacer cuando seamos más grandes, pero primero vamos a comenzar por Barichara, luego vamos a empezar por todo Santander, y luego nos vamos a desviar a otros... A Boyacá, a Bogotá, aunque yo creo que primero vamos a comenzar con el eje cafetero. Y padres, díganle a sus niños que compren filtros, chao.